corner.
But you know what? On the southeast corner behind the Come and Go, there's an amazing taco truck because those tacos are off the chain, brother. I love me some tacos. I hate me some McDonald's.
And funny thing is, it's right across from Taco Bueno, which is a fast food taco joint in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
It is.
If you're from somewhere else that doesn't have,
it is.
Yeah, right across the street from it, and it whoops everything that Bueno has on the menu. It whoops everybody else's tacos in Tulsa, in my opinion.
It's probably I want to say it's the best in town for dollar tacos. I mean, Taco Bueno serving street tacos for $1.50 a piece.
Well, you know, other than Rub's pork belly tacos, I think this is probably the.
If you're talking authentic street tacos, these guys got it beyond anybody's game. Speaking of food, the 30th is coming at us, homie.
Yes, it is.
The 30th is coming at us. If you guys don't know, if you're just tuning into us for the first time, or if you have forgot, we have the debut episode of 420 Eats coming at you.
420 Eats!
March 30th. March 30th. We're going to do this. We're going to drop it. If you are around Tulsa, Oklahoma, I'm currently putting together a meet and drink for that afternoon that we can all get together and watch the premiere episode before it hits the internet.
Medicinal marijuana.
But if you guys want to do that, be sure to DM us on one of our social media platforms. We'll get you an invite. We'll get you in the door. And we are definitely going to premiere this and come at you hard with this. And there's a lot of episodes after this one we have planned. You guys get to be fans of 420 Eats because we're bringing it at you.
Heck yes. I'm looking forward to the debut. We're done with shooting. We got a little bit more to do tweaking wise with some music and voiceovers and whatever. That is on tap for this weekend. We're going to be holed up at the studio and eating macaroni and cheese and drinking NOS and breathing treatments once every 4 hours to get through this.
Donnie's looking at me like, what are you guys talking about right now? You got plans.
Yeah, Donnie, you don't have to be here for this one. Sorry. Or if you want to be, come on. I mean, it's not like you're getting paid anyway, but.
And beer. I mean.
Yeah, there's beer. We'll have beer, macaroni and cheese. I don't know. Maybe some bagels
Cuban
or something.
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll have like bagels and eggs. And bologna. We'll drop something, man. It'll be good, whatever it is.
Guaranteed.
There's always culinary chaos when it comes to you and I. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. And hence the 420. What's this deal about you getting on the right side of the law?
Hey, well, there you have it, man. I mean, Oklahoma passed 788, state question 788. I took some time this past Monday. I went and visited a doctor's office, and I can't say that I'm officially legal, but I do have all my paperwork submitted, and I'm waiting for approval to have my medical marijuana
legal.
So we're hoping, all the fingers are crossed. There's been a lot of clinical trials performed by me and Big Tiddy. Medical marijuana really helps my asthma. So we got the end in sight, homie. Like, getting ready to have some things available to me to control this asthma. And you guys that listen to the podcast don't realize how much this controls my life. And actually that bleeds over to controlling a lot of things we do with the podcast. So,
and we've never been high and done this before, because if I were to release this button under my finger right now, which just has a complete echo, this would trip me out. Trip me out on Gorilla Glue. So, yeah, buddy.
Well, if you guys are anywhere in the country that don't have medical to ever put on the ballot in front of you, please vote for that. I mean, I have the asthma going on. I have PTSD, which as does Tiddy, and you guys make that medicine available to people, please. I mean, we joke about it a lot. We make light of it, but you guys make that happen if you ever have the chance to do that. And if you have medical marijuana, you guys go ahead and promote that, because it helps a lot of people that need that help.
It sure does. And the diseases that it helps, We could do a complete podcast naming every single disease, and we won't have a long enough podcast to do it. Go out, do research. If you're against it, at least go do some research. I'm not saying you have to like it, and I'm not saying you got to get on board, and I'm certainly not saying you have to go get your license to get some. What I am saying is do some research. Look at this stuff, and then make an informed decision, because the decision you're making is not your own decision. The decision you're making is the decision your father told you to years and years and years ago.
Well, you and I were talking on the phone past couple of days, and I told you, like, my parents are for medical marijuana, but they still are of that generation. And I told you at the time, and I have not verified that. I don't know if the film Reefer Madness was shown to them in school or they just watched it on their own, but there was a lot of propaganda about marijuana.
Oh, totally.
And yeah, and the medical benefits of it are just exponential. And if you guys can't recognize that, then I feel, and to all the veterans out there that listen to us, especially the veterans getting into cannabis-based, props to you guys, man, because it does help you guys with PTSD and some of the problems you guys encounter. So I can firmly say that I speak for the Tiddy and Shiner Show, saying we totally support.
Absolutely. You know what else we support?
Tell me.
A pee break. We're going to go pee. We'll be back right after this cool-ass music.
10-4.
We are back. We are back. I just took the liberty to eat something. I think you did too, didn't you, Shiner?
Yeah, I grabbed a bite.
With big bite or just small bite?
That was a burger.
Oh. Okay.
One small by any means.
Yeah, I had a couple of burnt hot dogs off the grill.
Nice.
Yeah, it's quite good. You know, we're always into culinary chaos.
Yeah, it kind of happens.
It does around us, and that's fine. You know, for the rest of the world, you can just be jealous. It's A-okay. It's something that we do. It's something we'll do this weekend. We'll have just crap laying around, and we'll throw something epic together. You can just shove it in a freaking tortilla or shove it in a piece of bread. It's good to go.
Shove it in my mouth.
I know, but I don't know funnel cake batter. Why don't you tell them about your epic culinary chaos funnel cake batter? Divine. I can't wait to try this.
I had this on the drawing board for, God, probably a year. And I'm sure most people know. If you don't know, Elvis, his favorite sandwich was a grilled peanut butter and banana sandwich. So basically you just make a grilled cheese and substitute peanut butter and bananas for the cheese.
Do you like
so
butter on the bread and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Throw it right in the skillet. Make it just like you're making a grilled cheese.
Okay.
But they're pretty epic. And I got to thinking one day that I made one, like, man, if I could get my hands on some funnel cake, make one of these sandwiches, dip it in funnel cake batter, and then drop it in the fryer, that's got the potential to be completely off. And so this past weekend, I looked up, got the old Google fired up, and found out how to make some funnel cake batter with actually pancake batter mix. Made that up, and I did exactly what I've been planning on doing for a year. Dropped that bad boy in the fryer. Actually, I posted some pictures of this whole process on the Instagram account for 420 Eats. So if you guys want to see it, go find us on Instagram. It's at 420 Eats OK, and you'll see it from this past weekend. But, dude, I dropped that thing in the fryer, pulled it out, let it cool for a couple minutes. It was even more epic than I thought it would be. I mean, that thing just came together, a piece of art.
You know, the only thing I could think of that would make it even better is maybe a fresh scoop of ice cream right by it.
Well, after I ate it, I realized what I should have done is when I pulled it out of the fryer, I should have sprinkled some powdered sugar over the top of that thing.
That or some caramel sauce or something.
Yeah, you just feel that diabetes get cranked up.
Oh, God, yeah. Blood sugar be going up like gas prices, man.
I actually know somebody that's kind of concerned about my intake of sweets, in that she thinks I'm well on my way to catching the diabetes. I might be. I mean, I'm very possible.
Well, you're getting old, so that's
it's going to catch up with me, man.
It will. But so that was pretty epic, huh?
Oh, I mean, I'm telling you right now, man, that was one for the record books. I need to come up with a name for that thing. But yeah, it was completely off the chain. And yeah, God, I kind of want to make one tonight before I go to bed.
Well, let's plan on making one this weekend.
Oh, we can do that. I still got some funnel cake batter.
Yeah.
All made up. We can definitely do that this weekend.
Yeah, just bring the box and we'll.
In case she's listening, I am not going to make that tonight before I go to wink, wink.
No, he's not. He will not. We cannot have any discord in between people.
No, negative.
There's enough of that going around the world, anyways.
Yeah, man, I like things being peaceful around me as much as possible.
Boy, not Magic DJ 1.
Oh, this old guy, man. I'll tell you what. Our buddy, I found him. I found him on Twitter. He's made some pretty ridiculous tweets. Yeah, he tweeted out past couple of days that all these Trump supporters have killed a bunch of innocent people, and I didn't know what he was referring to at all.
Yeah, I think it was the New Zealand thing that happened.
That's the
white
only thing I can
supremacist.
figure. But I don't know why Trump supporters would go to New Zealand to do that. I mean, it just didn't make any sense to me.
No, not when New Zealand is ruled by Great Britain. So, the biggest person they have in New Zealand is a prime minister.
I did kind of rattle his cage, but he's not. I think he's done with that.
That's cool. He hadn't tweeted anything back to me, so I. But mine was straight and to the point, and I thought, man, come back at me, nothing. Not one thing, man. You send some educated tweets over the interweb to somebody who's not educated at all, and they don't know how to respond.
Yeah, last week he was kind of on fire. I don't know if he was having some adult libations or what was going on, but he was pretty mouthy last week, and then he just went silent.
Well, for whatever reason, if you guys want to jump in on some of the conversation, it's at Magic DJ 1 on the Twitter. He didn't talk anything about flat Earth theory, but there's still this crap going on about the flat Earth theory that keeps popping up, and it just makes me shake my head. What do you say? I mean, if the flat Earth theory were true, like you said the other day, Death Valley, which is below sea level, theoretically should have water in it.
Yeah, all the water would pool up in the lowest places. So why doesn't Death Valley have a bunch of water pooled?
That's great. That is a great question. I watched a YouTube video of some dumb little 17-year-old, 16, 17, I don't know. I'm going to say he's 17. And I'm going to get on to the 16-year-old stuff here in a minute. I almost said the S-H-I-T word. S-H-I-T, S-H-I-T, S-H-I-T. Anyhow, he said he wanted to prove it to everybody that the flat Earth theory is true. He holds out a globe, and he pours water on the globe. He said if the Earth is round, wouldn't the water just run off like this globe? He said, but when the Earth is flat, he pulls out a dinner plate and he pours water in it. He said, then it will flood, just like Houston. And I'm like, you uneducated little bastard. You don't have enough common sense to put together a fucking Lego man. Oh, and when I say Lego man, I'm talking about the Lego character that already comes preformed and then you just put the hat on top. 2 pieces. He doesn't have.
I bet he did not. He probably did not win that year's science fair project.
No
science fair with that. Project.
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't even think he knows what science is.
Oh, here's my deal. If the Earth is flat, with all the technology we have, how come nobody's got a selfie from the edge of the Earth?
Yeah. What's on the other side of the edge?
Yeah. Can you just swim to the edge and jump out?
Because if the Earth is flat, then you should be able to see black looking up, looking outward, and looking down.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
I mean, and I've seen some people make this argument that seem to be intelligent people until they talk about this subject.
Oh yeah. Here's a question. Do we have any members of Congress that believe in the flat Earth theory? Probably one. AOC. We don't count her. She's a one-trick pony.
Oh man, here we go back on the AOC stuff.
Oh yeah, we're getting ready.